Hallo und willkommen zurück. Wir werden jetzt mal die Bude neu beziehen. Und uns hier mal weiter umgucken.
A captain beaten by the world. On the other, his rival, haunted and mutinous.
In a fort besieged by vengeful specters.
Behind all the shit, there's something else. Something darker.
Okay, haben wir jetzt irgendwie einen Levelaufstieg? Wir können aber irgendwas verbessern. Das werden wir jetzt erstmal einmal aufrüsten. Schon enorm. Was sagt denn das Gewehr? Ja. Das rüsten wir jetzt auch nochmal auf. Es geht jetzt aber echt schnell. Jetzt die Sache, behalten wir das bei? Das finde ich schon gar nicht verkehrt. Okay, zurück. Mehr müssen wir erstmal nicht machen. Jetzt gucken wir uns erstmal weiter um. Kann man jetzt aber ganz schön schnell hochrüsten. Was haben wir denn hier? Noch mehr. Noch eine King Bible? Ja, noch eine King Bible. Moment. Wie komme ich jetzt dahin? Wie komme ich doch dahin? Wahrscheinlich von außen. Oder von oben. Da wird sich noch was finden. Jetzt gucken wir uns erstmal hier um. Was? Hier ist zu. Nicht so aufs Dach rauf? Nee. Noch nicht. Ja. Irgendwas wird sich doch hier finden. Aha. Hier ist nicht mehr viel los, ey. Juni und Juli 95. Sehr geehrte Damen. Ich weiß, wir kennen uns noch nicht, doch mein Kommandant sagte mir, dass ihr mit den jungen Talbot Williams, der Miliz von New Inn, verlobt seid. Ein guter und tapferer Mann. Betrübt mich zutiefst, mitteilen zu müssen, dass er tragischerweise von uns gegangen ist. Bei einer Exkursion in der Wildnis, um nach Munition zu suchen, wurde der junge Williams und seine Kameraden von einem fürchterlichen Feind angegriffen. Leider verloren in diesem Gefecht alle ihr Leben. Wir werden den jungen Talbot als stets motivierten Freiwilligen in Erinnerung behalten, der sich nie beschwerte, auch dann nicht, wenn ihm alles abverlangt wurde. Es gibt niemanden in der Miliz, der ihn als Der ihn jetzt nicht als Freund, der ihn nicht als Freund betrachtete. Muss ich jede King-Bibel antatschen? Kriege ich da wieder... Kriege ich bestimmt ein Achievement für. Achtung, Gebäude ist im schlechten Zustand. Zutritt im Obergeschoss verboten. Abfallendes Zeug. Kommt man doch gar nicht mehr hoch. Aber in den Keller komme ich.
Storeroom. Locked.
Schade, ich dachte, ich kann den Riegel wegschießen. Da krieg ich bestimmt noch irgendwie was für. Das Fort ist echt in einem schlechten Zustand.
A store. Fernando's?
Locked.
Closed. Are we in the right place? Anyone home? No one.
Papers in Miller's name. We're in the right place.
Keep looking. He's organized.
Disorganized traders lose money.
Vardy reads English extensively.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Amulett, ein Stück Holz, das zu einem Amulett geschnitzt wurde, jedoch unvollendet. Okay.
He's making protective amulets.
He's making useless trinkets.
And he works hard to keep it away.
What is he afraid of? What don't we know? Let's search the store.
Hiermit wird vermerkt und bestätigt, der Besitz des Ladens, der bis dato des Eigentums von Fräulein Rebecca Hartgrave war, nun in Gänze und ohne Schuldenlast an Fernando Miller übergeht. Es wird ferner durch die Zugeständnisse Recht macht, in dem Falle eine Wendigkeit bestätigt. Eine Wenigkeit, ach Gott, dass das Eigentum gemäß der Regularien registriert werden muss. Sobald diese Umstände soll S. Paddington. Der Laden der Hintertür oder? Verschlossen. Gut, hier können wir jetzt in beide Sachen. Noch irgendwas hier? Geisterhaftigkeit. Ja.
Surprisingly high quality wares.
Can't be many left in New Eden. With the means to buy, he's doing surprisingly well for himself.
Where did he get the inventory?
Der letzte Will im Testament. Ich, Fräulein Rebecca Hartgrave in der Stadt New Eden. Vollbesitz meiner geistigen Kräfte habe ich die feste Absicht, Fernando Miller im Falle meines Todes meinen gesamten Besitz zu vermachen, einschließlich folgender Sachen. Ein Schmuckkästchen, Gemälde und Spiegel, eine Buchsammlung, sämtliche Gepäckstücke und deren Inhalt, ein Kalligrafiekasten, diverse Möbelstücke, sämtliches Geld in meinem Besitz, in meinem Geschäft oder auf einer Bank und so
Rebecca's
weiter.
will. She was rich. She left him the lot.
That's where he got the inventory.
No, the list matches his sales record.
Touch my money and I'll drop you. What are you doing here? Thieving, no doubt.
I'm no thief, Mr. Miller. I'm the Banisher. I brought Helen Priest back to the fort.
A banisher? Thieves lie. How do you know my name?
Tis my business to know. Red McCraith.
If you are a banisher of ghosts, I have business for you. I'll pay.
Aye. I know about Rebecca. It was she who sent me to find you. She worries for you. Says she loves you.
The English have a word for that. Hogshite.
Hat sie gelogen?
Or was she lying? You inherited her estate.
Whichever. It matters not. You're a banisher. It is your job to get rid of her. Can you not just do your work?
Easy, Mr. Miller. Now, I'll need to examine Rebecca's belongings.
I sold them. All of them.
You did? To who?
I don't know. People. I wrote it down. In the register. Read it if you wish.
2 recent sales to the blacksmith and to Ingersoll's store.
A storekeeper hears much. What do you hear, Mr. Miller?
I'm a busy man. If you've a question to ask, then ask it.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
He has no problem with me. I have no problem with him. He respected Rebecca's wishes. He gave me what was mine. My freedom. Her estate. He saw me as a man and signed the papers to say so. And when them who saw different complained, he laid down the law.
What think you of Helen Priest?
I don't think of Ellen Priest. I stay out of her way. I hope she'll stay out of mine.
Okay.
How are things in the fort, by your estimation?
Look around you. Things are desperate. Have you heard the sound of their bodies crashing against the wood? I am a man of courage. I have endured much. But this, it undoes me. I don't know what you people have done to this country, but there's little hope and no way out.
Well, stuff looks good. Let's trade.
Now, my friend, we are conversing.
You've put quite the effort into protecting your home, haven't you?
You poked about my house without my say-so.
I know my business. So out of generosity, here's the truth. None of it works. Not the wreath, not the amulet, none of it works. Pretty though.
His brooch is working.
It works. She hasn't come back. I can sleep now. I hear her calling, whispering my name. I wait to find her at my bedside. Our eyes meet. She stares. She won't leave me alone. She's an Akishi, a demon. Banish her. I'll pay you.
I need a job. I accept.
Okay. Wenn das Selbstvertrauen des Mannes der reich ist und das Misstrauen des Mannes wird sich eines Geistes erledigen. Okay. Wir werden Ingerolls Laden durchsuchen.
Farewell to you, Mr. Miller, sir.
You know where to find me. If you're buying, I'm selling.
Mr. Miller, ich versichere euch, dass euch diese Brosche nachts wieder gut schlafen lässt. Gouverneur Haskell persönlich hat sie mir verkauft und mir versichert, dass die Gedanken und die Seele beruhigt. Dieser Mann muss es ja wissen. Ich werde sie für euch zurückhalten. Aber überlegt nicht zu lange, sonst muss ich sie andersweitig verkaufen. Und glaubt mir, es gibt genug Interessenten. Ah.
He'd sold it all. Everything she'd owned. And fast.
Why the hurry?
If we track her things down, perhaps they'll tell us.
Nach dem Tode von Fräulein Hagrid ist der Eigentum meines... Okay. Kennen wir schon.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
A better deal for her than for him.
He wants to forget it all and start a new life.
But she came back.
Akten, Richten, Dokumente aus Nuiden. Ja, okay, das kennen wir. Irgendwas ist seltsam. Irgendwas ist seltsam. Josef, wir hatten was zu mir schuldest. Gute Waren. Hielt dich für einen Spinner, aber ich habe mich wohl getäuscht. Welcher Sklave, dieser Fernando, war nicht zufrieden. Den Besitz seiner toten Herrin. Befehl von Penningtons ist er jetzt ein freier Mann und auch noch ein Händler. Dieser Wahnsinn wird unser Ende bedeuten. Kannst du mir glauben? Du und ich, wir sind jedenfalls quitt. Zumindest bis wir uns zum nächsten Kartenspiel mit den Männern in der Baracke treffen. Dann knöpfe ich dir alles wieder ab. Okay.
Nope.
Shepherd. Militia man. Let's try the barrack room.
Okay. Hat sie noch irgendwas? Haha, beklaut.
Pretty. The work, I mean.
We know where to go. The barrack room.
Die Baracken waren da oben. Oder? Nee, da. Nee, das Gebäude war kaputt.
How often, Abigail, must we have this fight? How often must we argue?
We shall argue until you hear me.
I hear you.
Nee, das war ja hier. Ich dachte, hier ist Dings. Pennington.
That quill. Bet that's what we're looking for.
I sense the vivid echo of a...
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
He claimed not to love her. Why lie?
Maybe he didn't lie. Maybe he pretended to love her.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
Okay. Hab nicht alle Teile, das ist es.
Please excuse my husband. He really is as unpleasant as he sounds. And who are you, then?
Red McCraith, ma'am. I'm a Banisher.
Are you, indeed? Pleased to meet you, Mr. Banisher. I'm Abigail Rumble. Thanks to you, me and my husband should soon be able to go back to our mountains.
You and your husband prefer an isolated life outside the fort?
I have a roof above my head, my belly is rarely empty, and I live by my beliefs. We suffered for many years. By comparison, this is bliss.
Do you not find it dangerous out here? Just the two of you alone?
I thank you for your concern, but we live how we live, and it makes us quite contented.
Your husband won't mind us talking?
No, why would he? We are faithful and trustworthy, as I'm sure are you.
She doubts your intentions.
No need to worry about me, ma'am. I'm spoken for.
Good. We understand one another. My husband and I are very close. Very close indeed.
Then you have my admiration. Sustaining such closeness takes much tolerance and hard work.
You don't know how good you've got it.
Anything talk-worthy round these parts?
Ferdinando Miller has been the talk of the town lately. He has had much good fortune, and many resent him for it. I like the lad. He's polite, helpful, listens to his customers. He deserves no backbiting.
What's your thoughts on Pennington? A good leader?
He gave John a job. That was good. We hadn't worked since we left the Bly place. He saw John's promise and gave him his chance. I'd say he's a good leader.
Helen Priest seems to get the work done.
The captain trusts her with his life. So do I. John adores her. When the fort was attacked, she proved us right. I like having a strong woman in charge.
I'll let you get back to your day, madam.
If you need anything, feel free to ask.
Da ist er. Dann intervenieren wir mal.
Banisher?
Ihr habt nichts empfunden für Rebecca.
Rebecca was in love with you. The feeling was not mutual. True?
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might loosen its leash. She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me. I was a very good boy.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different, and I'd do the same again.
When you faked your feelings for Mistress Argrave, you gained much more than freedom. Rebecca made you rich.
As she lay dying, Rebecca Hargrave gave me my freedom. Before that, I was her slave.
How very romantic.
If it weren't for the captain, the good people of New Eden would have let me die too. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work. What am I paying you for?
I'm a banisher, Mr. Miller, not a rat catcher. Ghosts were human. They're emotional, full of hopes and fears about the past and the future too. To find out what ties the ghost to the living and end the haunting, I must know the story. You want me to finish the job? Then the story must be told. The ghost must manifest.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself 6 times by sundown.
Come on, break the brooch and let's get it over with.
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it!
Marty, you're here at last!
Step no closer!
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher! End this!
Not now. You need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave. That you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave! I was not free to leave. What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
How very human of you, Mistress Hargrave, but hardly an excuse to own a man.
Time to give this love story an ending.
Nee. Kann ihn schon verstehen. Lassen Sie aufsteigen. Wir machen das so.
Rebecca Hargrave, your love for Fadi Miller is sincere but unwanted. You're hurting him. Let him go.
Is it wrong to wish to spend your life with the man you love?
You did spend your life with him. Now your life is over.
He was mine. I wanted to keep him. Was I wrong?
You don't own him. You can't own him.
Let go. Find peace.
Peace? She gets peace? After all she did?
I get peace, but you get your freedom. I was wrong. I'm sorry, Fadi. For everything.
You have no more reason to stay.
She deserves no peace. She put me through hell. You don't care, Banisher. Just one more mad master in a madder world. What do you want?
You'll forgive me for this, but being a merchant here in New Eden seems a difficult calling.
I can't decide if you keep asking me that because you're judging me, or because you're judging New Eden. I suggest you judge New Eden. I have goods. I have money. Land too, though it's worthless now. I work hard. Why wouldn't I trade? The captain has no problem with it, and neither should you.
Farewell to you, Mr. Miller, sir.
Don't hurry back.
Ihn als Sklave. Keine Freunde. Okay. Vernunft übt alles, okay. Ist hier? Ist hier noch irgendwas? Das blühende Leben. Okay, Leute. Und ich würde sagen, wir machen in der nächsten Folge weiter und schauen uns noch ein bisschen um. Bis dahin. Ciao.